The Pinoy Boomer!
Hello, kaboomers! This is the Pinoy Boomer back with another video. So, I was looking, or rather, I was searching through the internet about the countries that congratulated the new Taiwanese president, the newly elected Taiwanese president. And from what I saw, there were 7 countries, including the Philippines, uh, that China has rebuked. However, I was curious as to how they rebuked those other countries and if they were rebuked in the same fashion as the Philippines in terms of the wordings of the rebuke. So instead of looking at uh, each other countries uh, received reprimands, I saw this Time article that talks about Singapore being castigated by China as well. So let's see how China reprimanded Singapore compared to the Philippines. Okay, so let's read through this article, and I will give you my comments along the way. So let's start. Okay, so the first paragraph. So it says here, Beijing reminded Singapore of its one China position on Taiwan and summoned the Philippines envoy after the two Southeast Asian nations congratulated new President Lai Ching-te for his election win. Then China immediately made solemn demarques to Singapore and separately on Tuesday summoned the Philippines ambassador, according to the Foreign Ministry spokesperson Mao Ning. So a demarque is the equivalent of a diplomatic reprimand. So according to Mao, so this is what they said. So Singaporean leaders stated on multiple occasions that the Taiwan question is a deep red line for China, Mao said on Monday. China values this statement and hopes that Singapore will strictly abide by the One China principle and uphold the overall friendly relations between China and Singapore with concrete actions. Okay. So the One China principle refers to Beijing's view that there's only one China in the world and Taiwan is an inalienable part of it. Singapore's Ministry of Foreign Affairs did not reply to an email request seeking comment. So okay, as we see here, Singapore received a what they call a solemn demarque. So 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 as we can see in the paragraph, so it's not there's no threatening words, there's no intimidation behind it. Uh, China is hoping that it will that Singapore will abide by it and uphold it to have continuous friendly relations with China and Singapore. So okay, okay, so not intimidating, no threatening words. Okay, so let's continue to this paragraph now. So the Southeast Asian country, like most neighbors, has sought to balance deep ties with both China and the US amid a growing geopolitical competition between the two. It has also been vocal in promoting further dialogue in cross-strait relations, even though Singapore Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong has downplayed the likelihood of an imminent conflict over Taiwan. Well, there are already murmurings about it, and as we are all familiar, there were already drills being done close to Taiwan after well, they say it's just a coincidence, but in my opinion, I think not. So they're just showing their might uh, to Taiwan by doing such drills after the election. That's my opinion. Okay, so let's continue on. So Singapore's foreign ministry, in its comments on Sunday, touted a close, long-standing friendship with Taiwan and the Taiwanese people, as it had in years past, saying it would continue to foster ties on its One China policy. Then, over the weekend, the self-governing island elected a politician seen as friendly to the US and whom China has branded an instigator of war. Okay, so that's Chinese opinion. Now, let's go to the Philippines. Oh, yes. Okay, so let's compare the reprimand of Singapore to the Philippines. Okay, so let's continue. So China said Philippine leader Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s well wishes to the president-elect lie on social media grave gravely violate the One China principle. China strongly deplores this and firmly opposes this and has immediately lodged strong representations, Mao said on Tuesday during a regular press briefing. We would like to tell the Philippines not to play with fire on the Taiwan question. The mere fact that they're telling the Philippines not to play with fire by simply congratulating the newly elected Taiwanese president, just like what Singapore did, is a very huge, there's a very huge contrast if you compare it. Uh, to Singapore's, it's not that intimidating. There's no intimidation. There's no subtle hints of threats. But this one, we would like to tell the Philippines not to play with fire on the Taiwan question simply by congratulating the new Taiwanese president. In my opinion, that's a subtle threat to the Philippines. No wonder our defense secretary said that what China said was what he calls gutter talk. I can't believe this. Okay, Let's finish the article here. So, Foreign Affairs spokeswoman Teresita Daza earlier explained it was the Philippine leader's way of thanking Taiwan for hosting thousands of overseas Filipino workers known as OFWs. So, quoting Daza, the Philippines and Taiwan share mutual interests which include the welfare of nearly 200,000 OFWs in Taiwan. Tensions between China and the Philippines have been escalating over the South China Sea, with their ships clashing in contested waters. Marcos has also strengthened his country's long-standing defense alliance with the U.S., giving the American military greater access to Philippine facilities, including those near Taiwan. So basically, by China saying, we would like to tell the Philippines not to play with fire on the Taiwan question just because we congratulated the new Taiwanese president. They're just being salty, being very, very frustrated with the Philippines since, as we all know, the Philippine government, our government, has basically done some very unique ways of showcasing China's hypocrisy in promoting world, as they call, world peace, and yet they are abusing their might against their Asian neighbors, especially over the West Philippine Sea. So probably that's the reason why they're talking about this, because in my opinion they feel threatened now. They feel threatened. So I hope that there were no severe altercations in the future, especially against Taiwan. And I hope that China would there would be something there should be something that happens to China that will really teach them a lesson in humility and being friendly with their uh, global neighbors, especially their Asian neighbors, their Southeast Asian neighbors as well. So this is it for now. So if you like this kind of video, please just click the like button. If you have some feedback on this video that I have done, so leave a comment. And if I earned your if if you like this content so much and you want to uh, see more, uh, I hope you subscribe also to this channel if I've earned it. Okay, so this is the Pinoy Boomer signing off for now. Bye bye.